Hi, Mary from Reviewer's Diary. I have an unboxing to share. Actually, it's a double unboxing because I am unboxing something that I ordered from Ulta, and I got a couple little extras also. And I am unboxing an Elizabeth Arden purchase that I made. So we'll start first with the Ulta haul. The cats are looking for trouble. And you can see I got some incredible goodies here. So I have wanted to try this foundation forever. I think since before Christmas. I did get a sample of the powdered version of this, and it really covered well, so I was really torn, but I stuck with this because this is what I've been wanting, and I will show you this after I show you the other stuff that came in the box, because I also got this. So I'm going to start first with a sample packet that I got because I ordered $25 or more. So anyway, they're all kind of mishmash together. Let me get them apart. 6 cents in here. Getting all these was really kind of nice. There's another thing of samples here. All right, so I got this Nivea and shower cream. I'm going to give this to my daughter. This is Skin Plumping Gel Cream. This is what the jar looks like. And this is the sample that we got. This is 1 or 2 uses. So that is a little gift bag of cologne samples and the skincare samples. And now to the products. I've said in other videos that I really love this foundation brush. It's Real Techniques. It's very heavy, heavily built. It's actually built a lot like the brush that the Tarte company sells for way more money to use with the Tarte foundation. So I thought I should try a beauty blender, a complexion sponge, because I think Beauty Blender is a brand name. Now, regular beauty blender is pretty expensive. This was really not. I believe this was somewhere around $6. I just have to learn how to use it. The brush is easier, but this might give me a much nicer finish, so we'll see. But anyway, I bought myself one of these. Ha! It was time. And finally, the piece de resistance is the Tarte products. So here is the foundation. You know, when you look at it on the computer, it looks like a big giant bottle. It's really not. This is, and actually if you read the ounces, you know in advance that it's really not. So this is Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, Broad Spectrum, SPF 15, and it is 1.7 fluid ounces. It says 12-hour makeup, oil-free, but it's also supposed to be moisturizing. I hope it really is. Let's see what color. It doesn't say on the bottle what color I bought it in, but it does say so on the box, and it is Fair Light Honey, and in parentheses it says fair to light skin with peach undertones. Now I'm not sure if that's what I have or not, but I thought that was pretty much as close as I was going to get. Let's get this foil off. I'm going to pull this mirror close, and we'll try a little bit of this on my jawline. Let's see. It's pretty thick. That's the color. Actually looks like my color. I think it's going to be perfect. I had no idea it looked so bad. Ooh. I had no idea it looked so tired. Yeah, I think it's going to actually be the perfect color. I don't know how I lucked out and picked exactly the right color. And I also got the under eye. Now, I almost bought this under eye not that long ago when I bought the IT Cosmetics under eye. I was really torn between the two products, and I thought it was probably a good idea to try to match products together. And since I already had the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, which is really a foundation, I got the IT Cosmetics under eye. Now I did get this Tarte under eye. It's also maracuja. Let's see how it looks. It looks slightly lighter. Let me see what color I got. It just says light. Now, light is slightly darker than fair. Like if you look at the color charts, this was pretty close to the honey color. Okay, I was gonna say, is there a foil cover on that? I never want to squeeze something this expensive too hard. Oh my goodness. And that's the color. I think that's gonna work out pretty well. It's very thick. I will do a full demonstration of both of these in a separate video, but let me just put this on and see. Oh, it feels very thick. Very, feels incredibly thick, kind of like glue. It's too light. Now, it's definitely too light, and it's definitely too much. You don't need as much as I put on. I blot that, because of course I put on way too heavy. This is good practice for when I do the actual application video from scratch. It is a little too light. I do look kind of like woo, but I think when this is also applied, it'll look much better. I am of the school of putting on your under eye before you put on your foundation, because then you can take your beauty blender, which I'll learn to use, I promise, or your brush, and go like this and just kind of blend the products together a little bit. So that is my Ulta haul. And I will do a separate video with demonstration of these products. And actually that sort of settled in very nicely. Now I don't know if it's my tired eyes and that I stared at a computer all day, but you know, it did seem to like kind of smooth out. My skin doesn't look great because most of my face makeup has worn off. As you recall, I did put a little bit of the foundation on my jaw, and that actually you can see that it's, you know, matching very nicely. On to the Elizabeth Arden part. Now, there was a purchase with a purchase special, and the purchase with a purchase was this bag with some cosmetics in it. Now, I've gotten other Elizabeth Arden bags and other Lancome bags and other high-end brand specials. This is actually a really, probably one of the most well-made bags I've ever gotten. It has these rolled handles. It's a fake leather, which is fine because fake leather is just wonderful. And it's envelope style, so this lifts up. And it's lined on the inside. And it's just a really out and out attractive bag. Whoop. It's actually like messenger bag style. Some people would use this to travel. I think I'm actually going to use this when I start teaching again in the fall. School's almost over now. I teach college. I work all day and then I teach college at night like I did tonight. But anyway, I will probably use this bag in the fall because it's the perfect size to put, you know, my attendance sheets and textbook and all that kind of stuff in it. I got some other things with that. I got this Visible Difference Skin Balancing Exfoliating Cleanser. Travel size. It is, I already took the foil off of this, by the way, because the battery died and I was talking away and I made this really great animated video and then I noticed the camera was off. So anyway, I had already taken the foil off. And this is a really fresh smelling cleanser. Just rubbed my nose. Now it's really red. But anyway, I also got this. This is definitely a large sample. It's 15 milliliters and it is 0.5 fluid ounces. Now, I know now from experience, my other video, I applied it to my skin. It felt really good. First, it took quite a bit of doing to figure out just how you get this thing to pop out, and I turned it and voila, it pops out. And it goes right back in. This twists up and down. This has a very slight tint to it, this cream. So it's got a very slight tint to it. But when you rub it in, it just rubs in very nicely. And just no color, but moisturizes really nicely. The thing that I like about this product is it is SPF 30, so it's probably really good for your skin. Now, I think this line is way too expensive for me, where the Visible Difference stuff is more affordable, where the Privage is way too expensive, so I will not be buying this, not unless I get some kind of special. Also in the bag were 3 cosmetic items. A little palette, which I'll show you in a minute, a mascara, and a lipstick. Now the mascara, it has a nice little brush. I used it every day for about 2 weeks. It did make my lashes look long without being too clumpy. But I wasn't crazy about it. So I'm not wild about it, but it did really kind of do a nice job on my lashes. My favorite part was the lipstick. This is a ceramide lipstick. I currently have it on, but I will freshen it up a little bit. Now this is a really nice light color. Doesn't look that light on the tube, looks very light on. It's a really nice color for the summer. The final thing that was in the bag was this little palette. Now this little palette has some limitations, and I'll show you what. First of all, it's not that easy to open. It has these eyeshadows. I actually have these on today. I specifically have on this color. I have a lighter color that came in another palette that I have, and I have this dark purpley color in the crease, just very, very lightly. Now, here are what the limitations are with this palette. Okay, just so you're not blinded by, there you are in the camera, but anyway, just so you're not blinded. The limitations are, the blush is big enough, okay, but this highlighter and this bronzer, how am I going to use those? Like, ever? Now I have used the blush, and I used my Real Techniques blush brush, and the way I managed to get some color out of that, let's see if I can, is I go in from the side and I pick up color that way. Now I got an awful lot of color here, but that's how I pick up the color. I already have blush on, but what the heck? You know I'm a good sport. So I'm just gonna lightly stroke some of this right off of the brush. Okay. So, and by the way, this is the greatest blush brush I've ever owned. So anyway, I can manage to use this. The highlighter and the bronzer are another story, but I can take my finishing brush and go and pick up a little bit of the highlighter and put that on the top of the cheek, so I can use that. Now see, I'm not doing a spectacular job here. But using this bronzer is almost impossible. I'll find a way to use it just because I like the color so much. It's a really, really pretty color, but you know, I hate to use the finishing brush that I use under my eyes a lot on a dark color. I do clean these, but I use this almost every day to powder out my under eye makeup. So this palette has a lot of limitations. So that is what I got in the Elizabeth Arden bag. Now, fortunately, the bag by itself is a spectacular bag. This has limitations. So this snaps shut, and this is very hard to get open. So I would think ladies who have very long nails would never be able to do it, or they'd have a very hard time. Lipstick, fabulous. Mascara, these two, fabulous. So I really, really like most, like 99% of what I got in this bag. But most of all, I love this bag. So I love this bag. It's gonna make a great school bag in September. So that has been my Ulta haul and my Elizabeth Arden haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. So this has been Mary from Reviewer's Diary with an Ulta haul and an Elizabeth Arden haul. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you for watching, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.